What's up guys, Froggy here, and today I'm going to be talking about the best microphone Rode has ever made, the VideoMic NTG. So a couple months ago, Rode announced this VideoMic NTG. And I'll be honest, the NTG labeling really sold me on it. If you don't know, Rode makes a series of microphones with the NTG name on it, and these are usually their higher quality, better sounding microphones. And these mics are usually a lot more expensive than the normal video mics that they've been selling over the years. So when I saw that they're coming out with a VideoMic with the NTG label on it, I hopped on a pre-order as soon as I could, and here it is. So in the box you get these 4 items, which are a USB cable, a quick start guide, a SC10 cable, which is the one that connects to a camera or a smartphone, and the microphone itself. And I gotta say, my first impression of it is that this is a really well built mic. It feels very sturdy and compact at the same time. Here it is next to my original Rode microphone from 2004, which is the current mic that I still use to date. I'll be honest, I've been meaning to update this original video mic for almost a decade now, but I never felt any of the newer video mics had a better sound quality than this original one, so I just never updated. So I'm really hoping this one sounds better than my original video mic so I can justify the upgrade, you know? Now this microphone is loaded with features, which is why I hopped on it as fast as I did. So not only can it connect to a camera, but the same cable that connects to a camera can be used to connect it to a smartphone. And it doesn't require any adapters to do this unless you need a dongle because you don't have a headphone jack. So I can plug this mic into my iPod, and now I could record using my iPod as a recording device. Now I love this feature because I have a bunch of Rode SmartLavs which also plug into an iPod or a smartphone, and this is just a really convenient way to capture audio if you don't have a dedicated recorder, because you'll most likely always have your smartphone on you. Another feature of this mic is that you can connect it straight to a computer using a USB cable, so you can record anything like a podcast or a voiceover, and when it's plugged into your computer you can actually use the other port to plug headphones in and monitor your audio. So those are the input features, being able to plug into a camera, a smartphone, and a computer. Some other features I really like is that the mic automatically turns on when it detects that it's plugged into something, and it will turn itself off when you power down that device. This is something I've struggled with many times on my original video mic because I would always forget to either turn it on when I'm recording or turn it off when I finish recording, and then that would just drain the battery completely. And this original video mic used those 9-volt batteries that were usually more expensive and sort of hard to find, so it was a real pain in the butt if I forgot to turn that thing off. It also has this dial at the back here that lets you adjust the audio level of the microphone, and honestly this thing feels so good to turn. Like, I could literally do this all day because it's so buttery and smooth. It's also got this nice camera hot shoe mount that can move forward and backwards depending on your camera setup. This is so that the viewfinder isn't being blocked by the microphone, or if you're using a very wide angle lens so that the microphone doesn't get into the shot. The microphone also has a built-in battery that Rode claims to last 30 hours. Now that's pretty good, but compared to the last video mic that they made, the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, that microphone had a battery that could last up to 100 hours. So this mic is about 1/3 the capacity of that one, but still 30 hours is a lot of time. The only thing that kind of sucks is that it doesn't have a battery indicator on this microphone, or at least not that I know of, so you never know how much battery life is still left in the microphone. So you might just want to remember to charge it up every couple times that you end up using this thing. To charge the mic, you just plug the USB cable into the port on the side and plug the other end into a power brick just like a phone. A green light should start blinking when it's charging, and it turns to solid green when it's finished. I think you could charge it using a power bank as well, so let's actually go ahead and try that right now. So we'll plug the USB cable into the power bank, plug the other end into the microphone, and let's see, yep, we got the green light. So you can charge this thing using a power bank. So, whoa, Talk about portability right there. So that's about it for the physical features on this mic. Now let's get into the nerdy audio technical stuff. So on the mic here, we have a bunch of numbers and symbols and 2 buttons that operate all the functions. At the top, we have a 2-stage high pass filter that lets you switch between 75 Hertz and 150 Hertz. To do that, you just press the button below and it allows you to cycle between 75, 150 and completely turn it off. Now this feature would be used if, let's say, you want to cut out some background traffic that you're getting, or if you're in a crowded room and you're recording someone talk and you want to cut out like all the sort of background noises of people talking. We also have a high frequency boost here, which is accessed by holding down on the button until you see the light turn on. This is useful for if you want to capture more high ends with the microphone, whatever that means. And to turn off the high frequency boost, just hold down the button until the light turns off. And below that, we have a minus 20 decibel pad in case you're recording something that's really loud, a safety channel, which I'll explain in a minute, and a peaking warning light, which flashes red when your audio is peaking. So let me demonstrate how this peak warning light works right here. So when it starts peaking, it flashes red. Peaking! Peaking! Do you see that? It's peaking! Now let me talk about the safety channel, because this was a feature I didn't really understand until I played around with it for a bit. And it's actually really dope. So you know how audio is recorded into 2 channels, one for the right ear and one for the left ear? What this safety channel does is it records one channel at a normal volume and the second channel at a much lower volume. That way, in case something happens where your normal channel peaks or like something is really loud, you'll always have a second channel as like a backup channel for when you need to fix that audio and not have that peak from the original channel. Now this is really good if you need to get perfect audio and you only have one try to get it. So in case something messes up and something ends up peaking your audio levels, you'll always have that second channel as a backup. Now let me demonstrate how the safety channel works. So right now it is turned off and you could probably hear even audio on both sides. Now the safety channel is turned on, and so if you're listening to this on headphones, one headphone is probably louder than the other, or if you're listening on speakers, one side of your speakers is going to be hearing the audio louder than the other side. And now what I'm going to do is pop this clip into Premiere to show you guys what it looks like in an editing software. So as you can see, this is the clip that we filmed right here, and if we take a look at the timeline down below, what you can see is both channels of audio, and right here is the second channel, or the safety channel, because here you have both channels running evenly. And as you can see on the audio levels on the side, one of the channels is quieter than the other one. So that's with the safety channels on, and if you really needed to, you can use the quieter channel just in case the other channel starts peaking or something. You'll always have that backup. Now I should mention that the safety channel does not work when you're recording into a smartphone. I tried doing it with the Rode Rec app, but when I imported the audio file into Premiere, I did not see a second channel. So I don't know if that's just the thing that smartphones only record to one channel, or maybe it's just my iPod, or maybe it's the app that I was using. But from my testing, I couldn't get the safety channel working on a smartphone. So maybe you'll have different results. Now, same as before, to toggle between these options, you just press the button and cycle between -20, the safety channel, and you can have the -20 turned on with the safety channel, and then one more click turns them all off. Now if you hold down on that button, it actually turns the microphone on and off, so it doesn't necessarily have to be plugged into anything to turn on. And that's good for just in case the mic doesn't recognize a device and turn itself on. You have manual control over powering it on and off. Now I'm going to demonstrate what it's like to record this mic directly into Premiere Pro using the USB cable. So once the microphone is connected to the computer and you fire up Premiere, what you want to do is you want to go to Preferences. Let's go General here. And then you want to go down to Audio Hardware, and where you see Default Input, you click it and you see Rode VideoMic NTG. So Premiere knows what's good, you know? So now the input should be set to the Rode VideoMic. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down to your timeline here, and you see this little microphone thing right there. We're gonna hit it and we're gonna get a countdown. 3, 2, 1. And boom, now we are recording with the Rode VideoMic NTG straight into Premiere. The only thing is that you don't see anything popping up on the timeline just yet, but I'm sure if, let's say, I like turn up the dial or something, we could see those audio levels at the side peak. Are we gonna see some peaking? No, I guess not. probably some preamps, but you know what? Let's set maybe like the safety channel on right now. Oh, there's minus 20 right now. And then, oh, there you go. You see the safety channel going on. So one side is louder than the other one. And then let's turn minus 20 on with the safety channel and then turn it right back off. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop recording by hitting the microphone again, and boom, stop. And that creates a audio file that is added to your library and popped onto the timeline as well. So let's just listen back to that. Now we are recording with the Rode VideoMic NTG straight into Premiere. Pretty good. All right, since we did the USB computer test, I think it's only fair to also do a smartphone test. So here I am now plugging the Rode VideoMic into my iPod Touch. iPod, who uses those things anymore? Me! So we will hit on the Rode Rec app and then hit the plus sign at the bottom to make a new recording. And then we'll go into the settings, check the input, and usually everything here is pretty standard. So we'll go back, hit transport at the bottom, check our levels. Our levels aren't too bad. Don't forget, you could adjust the mic at the back. So if you want to get quieter or if you want to get louder, you could see it's starting to peak right there. But I think about there is pretty good, which is set to about a 5. And then we just hit record on the app, and now we are recording straight into the iPod Touch using the Rode VideoMic NTG. So this is what it sounds like being recorded directly into a little smartphone device. I love this because it's just like a perfect little podcast setup that you can have, go anywhere with it, or you could just use this as like a portable sound recorder, or you know, something like that, get some street ambiance. So that's about all the features on this microphone. As you can see, Rode jam-packed so many features into this thing that it was a no-brainer why I needed it. And I think if you're any type of video person or audio person, this should be the microphone that you get. I can't lie, I was a little skeptical about this mic when I was placing my pre-order, because this mic was actually 50 bucks cheaper than the previous VideoMic, the VideoMic Pro Plus. So I was like, okay, what gives? This thing has more features, more functionality. It has the NTG labeling on it. So like, well, what's the caveat here, right? Is it gonna sound worse? But checking BH Photo now, they are both listed at 250 USD, but it still makes me wonder why the other microphone isn't cheaper than this one, you know? Maybe it's the 100-hour battery or something. I haven't done a sound test between this and the last VideoMic, but I still think this is the mic you should get because of all the extra features that it has. I'll leave an Amazon link down below so you could order through there if this video helped you out. That way you could help me out. I should also mention this mic comes with a 10-year warranty, which I just registered before filming this video. And my warranty for this will be valid until January 2030, like the next decade. So that should give you some peace of mind when ordering this thing, that this thing will be good for at least 10 years from the day that you purchase it. This is literally the mic of the decade right now. Now I can't end this video without addressing the elephant in the room, and that is the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro. This is a microphone from a company that I've never heard of until recently, and it's basically the exact same thing as the Rode VideoMic NTG. It came out a little earlier than the VideoMic NTG, and a lot of people are speculating that Rode just copied this mic completely to make the VideoMic NTG. It has a lot of the same features like the stepless gain control, the one-button push to toggle switches, and even the shock mount is the exact same Rycote shock mount used on the VideoMic NTG. From the sound comparisons I've listened to on YouTube, they both sound pretty much identical, and I can't lie, the Deity mic sounds almost better than the Rode VideoMic to me, but then again, that's just YouTube videos. But the main difference I see is that the Deity mic can't connect straight to a computer through a USB cable, so that is a one-up for the Rode VideoMic NTG. The Deity mic also comes with a carrying case that would have been really nice for this mic, because transporting mics can be a little bit risky because these things are, you know, really fragile and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that microphone because it is the main competition for this VideoMic NTG. I'll leave an Amazon link down below for the Deity mic as well for you to check out, because it is the more budget-friendly option out of the two microphones. All right, thank you guys for watching, and stay stay tuned to the channel because I'll probably be doing a bunch of nerdy audio tests with this mic. So if you want to find out how good this mic sounds compared to other mics, and especially this original Rode video mic from 2004, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button on this video because I'll appreciate it and the YouTube algorithm will also appreciate it. All right, peace guys.